are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I am super bright today. Too bright for this very early morning. Very, very early morning. Good morning. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I come into StreamYard and everything was stripped. My logo was stripped. My commercial stripped. Don't know what's going on. So thought I'd go live anyway. We'll find out later. Maybe I'm not supposed to be live. I don't know. Nobody told me if I wasn't. So anyway, guys, we're going to just go straight through today because there's no commercials for me to play. There's nothing. It's like daylight savings time happened and boom. Yeah, everything's gone. So I guess I sent a message out and I'll find out. So if I'm abruptly stopped, I'm sorry. Although I don't think that's the issue. Unless Spirit would come through and say, you're not doing this today. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daylight Savings Time. If you are like me, this sucks. I'm not a person that does really well with it at all. Okay. Obviously during this one, I'm exhausted because my body thinks it's an hour earlier, which means I was up an hour earlier than normal. And when the fall one happens, I will be exhausted because, oh my God, I need to go to bed and it's an hour later. So, and I'm sure a lot of people struggle with that. Thank you. But I think a lot of people, anyway, I think a lot of people struggle with that. I'm not the only one. And I think it's just change in general. Change just really sucks, and I think we all have a lot of issues with that. So, I think that ends up being a major issue is change just really sucks. So it is what it is. What are you going to do? So as we know, this is School Through Spirit here on the Edge Network. And we're really just coming on to try to enlighten lives and kind of do our thing. So here we go. We're going to use the book, Neil Diamond Walsh in his wonderful book. And this week it looks like it's going to be beautiful picture, simple message, gorgeous picture. I love this. You know why I like about these pictures? You can flip them upside down and now it looks like mountains, doesn't it? Doesn't this look like a mountainscape? Maybe rocks going up to it, but you flip it this way, it looks like a sea. I love these things. I love it when I can flip a picture and go, wow, it looks like something different. So, well, actually, if you look at it, this is mountains, lake, rocks. Flip it upside down. We have got mountains, rocks, lake. See, that's what I love. Get the book right side up and see what we're doing here. It says, glorify what you are today. You do not condemn what you were yesterday, nor preclude what you could become tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it sounds like a computer. So glorify what you are today, yet do not condemn what you were yesterday, nor preclude what you could become tomorrow. And I like that. And I want to pair it with something else. Okay. Same guide, same dude. I'm going to tell you, this is how spirit works, guys. This is how spirit works. And I'm going to tell you how this works because, as you guys know, I do receive Neil's messages every day in my, my inbox. And I will tell you a little secret, guys. I now pick these a week prior. Maybe you guys noticed that. I don't know. But literally, as soon as the show's over, I will literally go to this book. What does everybody need for next week? And I open it up, and whatever it says, pop, I put a bookmark in. Only because I needed to create the events. I need to create the event for you guys to show up on Facebook. They want a thumbnail. They want an idea. They want it all. And it drives me crazy. But that's how I do it. And then I don't open up the book again. So this is all talking about that, right? It's talking about, don't talk about what yesterday is. Don't talk about what tomorrow might be. Talk about today. Well, I love this because his message today is that yearning for a new way will not produce it. Only ending the old way can do that. You cannot hold on to the old. You cannot. Kelly's messaging like, what's going on with StreamYard? And I don't blame her because I knew she was like, what the hell is going on? It says you cannot hold on to the old all the while declaring what you want something new. The old way will defy. I can't hold on. My brain, it went on everything that I know. Kelly, I need to message Kelly and finish that thought. I'm going to let her know I'm live. Telling her all commercials. And my intro along with my logo are gone. Just letting her know what's happening. That way I can finish the thought and get back to what I was saying. So sorry for everybody that's like waiting for what I have to say here. So we talked about what the book has said, which gave me last week. Now today I get that yearning for a new way will not produce it. Only ending the old way can do that. You cannot hold on to the old all the while declaring that wanting something new. The old will defy the new. The old will deny the new. The old will decry the new. There is only one way to bring the new. You must make room for it. Now, I think that's amazing. And this is why. Good morning, Adrienne. Oh, my God. Hopefully you're getting some rest today, dear. Now, I will tell you, they come together. Because the book is basically saying we can't worry about yesterday, the old ways of doing it. And if you're thinking about what's happening tomorrow, you're thinking about the old way of doing it tomorrow. So you need to be in the now. Along with what they're saying today is if you want something new, you have to change it now. You can't change it yesterday. You can't change it tomorrow. It's got to happen now. And I love those because, quite frankly, we don't do that, do we? No, we don't. When was the last time on a Friday, midday work, you went, I'm going on vacation. Just going to go. What are you going to do? I don't know. I'm going to get in my car and drive. When was the last time you did that? I mean, yeah, be back for work on Monday, but when was the last time you thought Friday, I just need something different. I need something new. I need to reset. I need to go. And got in a vehicle and did it. Or bought an airplane ticket during Friday afternoon to fly out Friday night to come back Sunday night. We don't do that. I mean, I do that. That is the crazy stuff that I do. I do. But most people don't do that. Thank you. Somebody's on the other side making it all work. I love them. Kelly, I know, is on the other side, and she's diligently trying to get it all back, and I love her for that. She just got the logo changed, which is awesome. Thank you, Kelly, because I know you can hear me. Love you too, honey. So basically what this is when you're thinking about changing, and this is what we do. We want to change old habits. We want to change everything and make something different. And I think that I also think everything that just happened behind the scenes is really par for course, because you can't say I want to change something different and then plan to do something different, because the planning is going on your old ways of thought. And I know that is, isn't it awesome, Kelly? I love this chair. Anyway, and thank you. Remind me, I need to get the footrest off. I was uncomfortable. So it's like, I need to bring this out and look at it. So when I talk about that, it's almost like this catch 22, isn't it? It's this catch 22 to go, oh my gosh, I'm in this ever ending cycle. I want a new way of life. I want to do things different. I want this. I want that. But we're constantly using the old thought patterns, the old ways of doing things to try to create a change. Trying to create a change. And I will tell you what, that's not going to happen then. That change will never happen if you're constantly going, holy crap. Now, people are always astounded, and I am too, because I go to these major conferences, major conferences, okay? And whether they be conferences where they're metaphysical, paranormal, horror flick, self-help, self-enlightening, educational, whatever it is, every time I go to a conference, good morning, Larry, I always come back new. I come back different. And I talk to people and they go, oh my gosh, how's that happen? Because I want that. I inspire for that. I go to these things. And when I get home, it's the same crap. I wake up the same person. And they go, how do you change? How do you morph yourself every time? And I'm going to tell you, this is why I do it. My old person walks in there. Every conference I go to, say this last weekend, we had this event, awesome event up in Alexandria, Minnesota. And my old way of walking in there, and I will tell you, my old way of walking in there would be like, oh God, I'm here. I don't know if I want to be here, but I'm here. I'm here to make money. I'm here for something, blah, blah, blah. And I set up and I do my prayer that I've always done. And I sit down there. And then I'm wondering why I'm not as busy as I once was. Because there was a time I was super busy. And that's changing. And it's like, oh my God. So one day I thought this a while back, and actually I thought it in December when I went to a conference and I had all of that plus a lot of negativity. And I went, why is things not changing? Why are they just seem to be getting worse? And I thought to myself, thank you, darling. I know, isn't it awesome? I love it. I feel like I'm at the front of my board table. Like I am the queen of my castle. And I did not buy it for that reason, but it sure does make me feel that way. But so when I went back to conferences, we had December and January off, and I went back February. I'm going to go back with a different thought process. And grant you, the people running that conference are rocking it on the other side. My God, they had the same thought because I'm going to change things up, and they were going to change things. And boy, did they make a huge difference. But no matter how many people they bring in the door, if I don't change me, it's not going to affect me. So when I went back, I went, you know what? I need to change. I need to change my attitude. I need to change my outlook. I need to change who I am. I need to change how I represent. I need to change. And that first conference when I went back, I went through into the idea I need to change. And you know what I did? I threw all my stuff into my bag. All my stuff. I didn't pre-plan my table setting. I didn't pre-plan anything. I just threw it all into a bag. And I went, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. This is what I have. And I always use the same settings with the same covers, the same everything. And I thought, Spirit, we need a change. So I walked into that first event, and I remember throwing stuff on the table going, wow, this looks different. So that was my first change. I'm no longer going to do things the old way. And things that I used to have aren't there, and new things are out there, and things are mismatched, and things are coming through beautiful. And so that event, I went, I'm going to come in different. And I changed my prayer up a little bit, and I changed my attitude. And I was slammed. And it changed me in here. Not because all of a sudden I was busy. It changed me because I went, wow, I feel anew. And when I came home from that, I continued those new feelings. I continued those new experiences. And when the next event came up, I went, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it again. And I changed more. And I held on to that. And I walked into the event with those new feelings, new changes, and more happened. Good morning, Paula. And then the next event, I thought, you know what? I need to start owning who I am. I need to own the new me. I need to own these changes. So I had banners made, something I've never done. And I know something so simple. You're looking at this as advertisement. Well, it is, but it's owning who I am, because you have to think about it. A banner is a permanent change. It's a permanent change. I can't change the picture. I can't change the feeling. I am now screaming, I own that person. I'm owning who I am at that moment. And I'm going to carry that. And for me, that was a huge representation of my change. So I created the banners. And I will tell you what, I was in Minneapolis when those banners were displayed the first time. My table changed again. And my prayer really started to change. And how I looked at myself really drastically started to change. And I owned it. And for the first time, people were walking by me and going, I'm drawn to you. And I said, why? And they went, because you mean business. I know I'm going to get, without sugarcoating, what I need. And I went, wow, that has been what I've been wanting to give. I don't want to be the airy-fairy reading that everybody sits down and then goes to the next one. I want people to sit down with me and say, boom, they got it. They don't need to go spend $500 more on readings with other people. And it's not that I don't want to share with other people, but I want people to sit down with me to go, boom, they got what they want. We nailed it. And let them go buy crystals with the rest of their money. And that was a change I wanted to dynamically create in myself. I wanted to help people. I want to change lives. I want to be an inspiration. And boom. And that I had to own me. Hello, Courtney. And that was a huge dynamic shift within my own energy, because I had to give up the old me. Hey, Deborah, I needed to give up all the ways of the old thoughts. I had to give up everything. I had to own everything in this moment for change. And I found when I go to these big conferences that whether they're small, they're always big to me. I have to own whatever change it is I want to inspire in that day. And I have to know when I walk away, I have to take that change with me. I have to wrap my hands around it and go, this is mine, and I'm going to go forward with it. Good morning, Bill. And it's incredible when we do that. It's incredible. Why? Because that means I don't have to think about tomorrow. I don't have to think about what I've got to do tomorrow or how tomorrow's going to be. Why? Because I already know it's going to be different, so different than what it ever could have been, because I forgot about how I was yesterday and I'm owning my change today, which is leaving tomorrow morning to be this huge canvas for whatever it's going to be. I mean, can I look at my poem and say, I've got this? Yes. But how I'm going to interact, how I'm going to be, is going to be totally different than it was today. Now, I don't mean that this is always going to be airy, fairy, quite contrary, how do your muffins grow type of things. But I will tell you what, it's going to be better and more interesting than it was. Why? Because I'm no longer projecting my old thought process into the future. And that's what we end up doing, guys. When we create things, we tend to project. We go, oh my gosh, I want to do this event. I want this event to be bigger and better than the last one. But we're using old thought patterns. We're using old things we used to do in our way of thinking, trying to make something bigger and better. It's not going to change. I mean, you can change the setup of the room. You can change maybe who you're bringing in. You can change the dates. But if you're still using all the old thought processes, that event's going to be the same. It's going to be the change. You got to think about, how do I want this to be changed? I want a more uplifting feeling. I haven't been thinking uplifting. What is uplifting? And then bring into thoughts that maybe you've never had before. And then start to create based on those new thoughts. Do you know if it's going to work? No, you don't. But you know the old way didn't work. So what's wrong with totally changing, but changing with the thoughts? Because I will tell you, when you start to change those thoughts, everything else changes along with it. And it's incredible. So let's put this on the big subject we all like to talk about, because we always do. We always come back to money. We always come back to money. It's a big one. It's a big one. Why? Because we all want more money, don't we? We all want more money. We do. But I read something interesting over this weekend. And I've talked about it a lot. I've talked about it a lot. So this is nothing new when I talk about this. But it really was, it was written the way I talk, with a lot of words and a long way of getting to the actual point. And I thought, this article knows me. This article knows me. And it brought up money. It brought up relationships. It brought everything else. And it says that the universe is designed to copy and paste. Copy and paste. We create by copy and paste. The computer and Canva and all that stuff, it is created by copy and paste. If I want a new logo and I copy and paste all the new stuff on, you know what I've got? That's it. That's all I've got, is that copy and paste, right? Kind of did it with this logo up here. I copy and pasted that logo is what I did. Okay. Now, in the process of things, if you want change to happen, you have to start looking at different things. You have to start looking at different ways of being. You have to go, what is I want to express? What do I want to express? What do I want to change within everything to change that? And you have to give up copy and change, copy and paste. You just have to. And it's incredible when we go, oh my God, what do you mean I got to change this? What do you mean I got to do this? Well, yeah, you got to stop copying and pasting. And what I mean by that is, so often, guys, we copy and paste everything we do in life. And then we want change. We go, I want. Well, the only thing you're getting more of is I want. Okay, that's all you're getting more of is I want. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. And quite frankly, you're not getting change, are you? You're getting the same thing. You're getting the want. You're not getting something that's screaming something different. You're just getting the same want that you've always gotten. So what it is it's copy and paste more of what you want. What do you want? I want more money, but it's really the want that I want. The difference is I want more. I want more. I want more. And do you get how the universe works? They're not hearing more money. It's I want more. I want more. And that's where the problem in it arises, is it's copying the first words. I want. And what happens when we want? We just end up wanting more of something. And we're not necessarily getting the more of what we're actually looking for. Okay. So how do you change that process then? How do you get more? How do you make the universe work for you? And I'll tell you, this is how you do it. I already have. Boom. I took this, guys. You see in the right corner? I wanted to change that. I wanted something drastically different than that logo. I liked it, but I wanted something different. So I copy and pasted. Didn't change it, did I? Didn't change the feeling, did I? It's not any more inspiring. It's not more anything. All I did was change it. So I went back to the drawing board and I said, what is it I want to express? I want you to know I mean business. I want you to know we're back in school. I want you to know I am here to inspire. So I recreated that. Drastic difference from my copy and paste. My copy and paste of ooey spirit, ooey this, ooey this. And that's why I designed a new logo, was because all I was doing ever was copy and pasting everything else everybody else had designed. So when you want more money, when you want a house, when you want a car, stop going, I want a car. I want a new car. I want a new car. You're not begging the universe for something because they're going to go, it's nice to want. It's nice to want. Great job on your want. Instead, look at him and go, wow, I really thank you for the car you gave me. I love it. Thank you for the car. Thank you for the brand new car. Even if it's not in your driveway, I want you to act and talk and express as if you already have it. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you. Thank you for the money that flows to me all the time, all day. Thank you for waking up and having extra money I didn't remember or knew about. Thank you for allowing me to go on these vacations. Thank you for my new attitude. Because the universe is going to copy and paste that. Because you're fooling the universe into thinking it's already given it to you. And it goes, oh, here you go. Here you go. Because now you're in creation. You're not in the want. If you ever always stay in the want, you're going to stay in the want. And that's the problem with the way we are when we're doing past, present, and future, is we want to stay in the want of things. We are so taught when we're in grade school, in art class, because I'm seeing kids with crayons in my head. And the teacher going, okay, I want you to think about what you want to create and all of this. Before you make a picture, you got to know what you want to make. Hell no. My grandkids, we never start that way. Why? They're never going to create what they want to create. They want perfection. They want to create what's in their head. But they can't copy the details. So they never get what they want up here. So instead, I put out a big thing over the table to protect everything from pain. And then I put things down there, and I bring out this great big bin of paints, and I put it down, and they got these palettes. I can put like 12 paints in each one. I give them all different sizes and shapes of brushes and sponges and everything, or their fingers. And I go, let's paint. And never once do I go, good morning, Nick. Never once do I go, what do you want to draw? What do you want to create? I don't care. I don't want them to care. I want them to use something and splatter it on there and see what it forms into. And in that, they're constantly growing and constantly changing. And they're never thinking about what they painted yesterday, nor are they thinking about what they're going to create tomorrow. But what they are going to do is make a masterpiece each day. And it's awesome. It's completely and totally awesome. And I want you to think about that when you're trying to change your lives this week. When you're really trying to change things, I want you to start thinking about these ways of doing things. And going, if I want to change tomorrow, I got to stop thinking about the ways I've been trying to change, because it hasn't been working. And think about what it is you want. Think about how you want to be. Think about what the future you want to create is going to be. And start acting like that person. Start thinking like that person. Start being that person.
Mommy.
And allow that to change.
Mommy. This was mine, actually.
No, that is yours. I think. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love turtles.
You do love turtles.
Why you get one for me?
You want me to get you one?
No. Why there's one?
Apparently I'm going to have to find a second turtle. Let me see it. Let me see it. You want to show it to everybody? Come here. Come here. No, you got pants on. You're good. You're not showing mistress. Show me your turtle. Say, you want now to get you another turtle like that? Tell them how you like turtles. Are you scared? Is it just me up there?
Yeah, it's just you up there.
But there's a bunch of people listening. Ah! Turtle down.
Please, it's made of metal.
It's made of stone, huh?
Yeah,
Because everything in our house is made of rocks or crystals, huh?
Yeah.
So everybody, he wants a new turtle.
Hold on. Oh, he's dropping.
Did you notice how he says to me, he doesn't go, I want. He goes, Nani, why you not give me another one? Give me another one. The boy will never say he wants. Because in our house, it's not about wanting, it's about creating it, making it happen. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to come back with your 5-card stud this week. Boop.
Is your space aligned with your dreams? Do you feel inspired when you walk in the door? Carol Hyder can help you create a space that you love, where you thrive, and where you always want to be. Using her 29 years of experience as a feng shui consultant, teacher, author, and trainer, she can help you bring forth the inspired essence of your home or office, making a place where you feel whole and safe. Learn the specific feng shui adjustments that Carol has seen as the most important, such as determining which room in your home should be your favorite, why your stove may be affecting your health, and why your office may be holding you back. Contact Carol at 612-823-5093 or carolhyder.com to discuss the specifics with a personal appointment. By elevating the energy of your space, it becomes sacred and you will be forever changed. Contact Carol at Carol Hyder, that's CarolHyder.com.
Attention, curious practitioners in the realm of transformative experiences, holistic wellness, intuitive guidance, and metaphysical arts. Are you ready to expand your horizons and take your practice to new heights? Join the Edge Partner Directory, where your expertise can shine and your services can transform lives. We are dedicated to creating a community of practitioners who are as curious and passionate as you are about guiding others on their journeys of self-discovery, healing, and growth. As a member of the Edge Partner Directory, you will connect with a network of like-minded practitioners who share your curiosity and passion for exploring the depths of human potential, and showcase your unique offerings to a diverse audience of seekers actively looking for transformative experiences here, there, and everywhere. Embrace your curiosity and take the next step in your practice's journey to becoming an Edge Partner. Learn more at edgedirectory.net. Again, go to edgedirectory.net.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. I want to take this moment to plug the magazine. Why? I truly believe in this magazine, guys. I truly do. This is The Edge. Be curious, be connected. I love this magazine. It's growing, guys. It's growing. So many amazing things in here in the directory. I mean, because quite frankly, in the back of this, you can find just pages of, if you're looking for a practitioner, this is where you're going to go to. It's got everything from intuitive guidance to metaphysics to healers to experiences. I mean, everything. It's quite incredible to see everything in there. It's got stories, a lot of interviews, a lot of different people. And what I love about The Edge is it collaborates and partners with a lot of different people to write these articles. It's like, hey, if you got something to say, if you got something you want to express, come on in, say it. Here, this is your place to do it, okay? Which is incredible, And then, of course, you always have my favorite spot of the magazine. I got to get to it. What is that? It's got the community calendar. It's got everything. And then it's got my 5-card stud. Okay. It says 5-card draw, but we both know it's stud. Okay. They wanted to change it to make it a little bit more cohesive to everybody else. But guys, it's my 5-card stud on here. It's my weekly reading on here. It's just that when you come to this, and the reason why I'm saying this is I don't want you to be confused, because it does say 5-card stud. It does say 5-card draw, but it is my 5-card stud. It's absolutely no different. Okay. And I want you to know when you get the magazine, it is absolutely no different than what I'm doing online. It's just that every week, as you know, I'm highlighting a different set of cards every week. I am literally at the very end when I get through 8 weeks, 8 sets of cards, 2 months of cards. I pick my favorite deck that I used, and then I do another 5-card stud and I send it into the magazine. Okay. So you can still look at this. It's the same premise. This is the deck I picked. I picked those Bird Vibes cards for this issue. This issue's back, and this is the February-March issue. So I picked this back in January. And this is literally the card set of decks that I use for November and December. And I picked it for January. So it's been a while since you've seen the deck. Why? Because I did this deck basically back in November. I loved the heck out of this deck. To me, it was amazing. The minute I used it, I went, oh my God, where has this deck been my whole life? But it's still set up the same way. You'll see this. I pick my cards. They put a picture of the card. They put what it says. So you can still pick numbers 1 through 5 in this. You can still pick more than one. You can still pick an individual question per card, or go for the full reading on the bottom. So it hasn't changed. It is called 2 different things, but guys, it still is. No matter what it says up here, guys, remember, it is my 5-card stud. And I don't want people confused when they get to the magazine. So here you go. This is magazine. It is awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, it's awesome. This is the happy point of life. This is a happy point in life. Where do we find it? And it wanted in our business. Where do we find it if we want it in our business? Okay, that is huge, because if you want it in, if you want it for free, if you want the magazine for free, you have to find a place that is a drop box for the magazine. Because businesses can actually call the magazine or email the magazine and say, hey, I want to be a drop box. I want to be a drop place for this magazine. And literally there's a form you fill out and you're like, do I want something? Do I need a holder for them? How many magazines do you think you need for a 2-month period of time? And you literally fill out the form, you hit submit, and you know what they do? They send them to you for free. They send them to you for free. I got a hair in my lip. They literally send you the holder and the magazines for free if you're a business, and you literally just every month or every 2 months when you get your new supply, you just keep restocking it. And you never have to fill out the form again. It's a one-and-shot deal. If you need more magazines or less magazines, you can go in there and say, hey, I need more, I need less, whatever that might be. The company has absolutely no problem with changing that, which is awesome. Now, if you're not a business and you're like, I'm too far from remote, you can still get this magazine at your front door. I will tell you the difference is you're going to pay a small cost for the magazine to come to your door. Why? Because it is shipping cost at that point. They have to pay for the shipping, and that's what's going to be the difference. But for all those drop centers, it's free. Okay, it's free. It's free to get the magazine at your business. It's free to go pick up the magazine from your business. If you're being charged from a business for the magazine, get a hold of DeEtte and let them know, hey, what's up with this? You know what I mean? They'll get it straightened out. But it is a free magazine to people. The only time it's not free is if you have to have it shipped to your door. And that's a subscription cost, which makes sense. So guys, I still have 4 more decks down there, 1 in my hand, which means I need your decks. I need your decks. There was a time I had like 20 decks. It's been a while since I've gotten a shipment. So I need you to send me your decks. I need you to go, hey, I want you to highlight my cards. So send me your decks. PM me in DeEtte Renee, my comments there. You can email me at DeEtte.us. DeEtte at DeEtte.us. You can email me at medium@DeEtte Renee. You can email the Edge. You can do whatever you want. Say, hey, I need DeEtte's address to get the cards to her. I love to highlight people's cards. I love to show them. Remember, you are getting highlighted with also Llewellyn. You're getting highlighted Beyond Words, Games Us, Walk-In, all the major ones. Even if you're self-published, it doesn't matter. I want your cards. I want to display them. I want to showcase them. I want these cards to make it, if it's the one I pick into the magazine. But guys, I'm not just hoarding cards. I don't want you to think I'm hoarding cards, because trust me, for a while I was in this hoarding situation. I went, oh my God, what's happening to my life? I've got fancy boxes of cards now. So I decided I make up magic boxes. The School Through Spirit magic boxes is what I'm making up. And what that means is when I go to events that have like drawings that, they're raffling off a product, when they're doing something of that nature, I make up a magic box from School Through Spirit, a School Through Spirit magic box. And I put 2 or 3 or 4 decks in there, whatever I can fit in the deck. I put a pen in there. I put a little love note in there. And I wrap it up in a bow, and I put it out there, and boom, you get to put your bid in for the box. Okay. So that's what I decided to do with a lot of these cards. I'm thinking about doing a magic box on the show here, but I'm sorry to say that the magic box won't be free. It won't be like, oh my God, you have to spend $29.99 for the box. Nothing like that, because I don't want to necessarily make money for the box, but I do need to cover the shipping costs, because trust me, guys, shipping is not free and it's not cheap. And I don't exclude the shipping to just the United States. One of the books, the guys, last time went to Ireland, and trust me, shipping to Ireland was not free. And it was far from, I bought the books, Todd's books, I bought myself, and I shipped them myself. So, you're welcome, Cassie. Cassie. Anyway, so I'm thinking about making up a magic box, but it is going to be like, if you want your name in the drawing for that box, it's going to be like $5. I'm going to make it really cheap. No, if you don't win, you don't get your $5 back. But what it does is that $5 goes towards to the creating of the box and shipping of the box to whoever wins. So guys, I'm not going to be making profits on these. It's just going to be really covering the materials, the shipping box, the shipping, and I already showed you a picture of, I know, Casey, I always screw this up. We know this. Anyway, it's another, I love it. So it will be a cost, but what it is you're not paying $5 for the box. You're paying $5. Thank you, darling. You're paying $5 for a chance to win the box. And again, that $5 and everybody's $5 are going to create it, because I don't just pick 3 cards, put them in a box and ship them. I actually make a decorative box. I put extra things that I can in the box. And then I have to buy a box to put that box in. And then I got to go and ship this box, which is never going to be cheap. Okay, there you go, darling. Looks probably better that way. They changed this week. So we're going to do that. I think I'll probably make up a box the next week or 2 and start that off. So start thinking about if you want a chance to win. If you want a chance to win it, it'll be $5. And then I will put all those names into a hat. So this week, the grandchildren picked it. Inner Light Tarot. I love it. Call us. So opening. There we go. I like this. Inner Light Tarot card. It is by Serena Borsella. It is a 78 card with instructions. So I love it. It's like a card box. I like it. I love how it was easy to get out of the box. I love it. It's got images on the box. I like that. So let's go to her book. It's a nice insert into the book, which I do like. It says translations by Studio RGE. Oh, so this must be made in, this is made in Italy. The original deck is made, it looks like, in Italy. So it's copywritten by Lo Scarabeo. Totally massacred that, but that's okay. So the deck is made in Italy, which I love. So when I look at this, which is really cool, the book has got instructions in English. It has got instructions. It looks like loose intero, so it looks like it's also in Italian. So if you speak Italian, there you go. If you want to learn another language, get this book, because it's going to give you the English and the Italian version, which is awesome. It does look like it's kind of set up like a normal tarot deck, which I kind of like because it is interlinked. Oh, it's in English, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese, guys. 4 languages, 1 book. 4 languages, 1 book. So you really can't go wrong. This is going to be all over the world. So I love how they thought about that prior to creating the book. They created it in 4 languages. So why not? So why not? Although I will tell you the cards have English on it. I'm sure these were sent to me because of the English. Clearly, if I massacre the English language, I'm not going to do so good with Italian. Or maybe I'd rock Italian. Maybe that's my problem with English, is because in every lifetime I've been Italian or something. And this is my first English go around. Although I know I've had a lot of lifetimes in Scotland, but that's a really thick English accent. So there you go. There you go. English accent. It's a very thick accent, not an English one, because we already know I screw up the English language. So we're doing 5 card stuff, but we're doing through the wisdom of the tarot, which is always fun. I got lots of messages today. I love this. I wonder if it's how you guys message me. My million tabs are open on top. It's like message, which I love. So we have to find out what that's all about. We have to find out what that's all about. So, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, let's do 5 card stud. Remember, you can pick card 1 through 5. You pick 1 card, 2 card, all 5 cards. You can wait for the full reading at the end, or you can even different questions for different cards. And anybody that was on my personal Facebook page, I apologize. Apparently, it got booted off there. I don't know why, but we'll figure out later. So card number 1 is the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. I love how they did that. I am going to go to see if she writes up a different version on the 8 of Pentacles than what I know. She does have different spreads in there, by the way, guys. She does have different spreads, which is kind of nice. Her version of 8 of Pentacles, she's very simple here, guys. There is not like a whole story and then what it means. She just gets straight to the meaning. When you are immersed in thought or on something we are passionate about, we can create wonderful things. As if under the influence of a spell, we become absorbed in our creative flow and the outcome bears rich fruits. Now, 8 of Pentacles, with that being said, it's telling me that you've put the thought in, you put everything in there, you've put it all in, and you're ready to harvest. You are ready to harvest. So if you pick card number 1, you're really looking at the fact that, hey, guess what? You've been working on something. You've been trying to make something come to light, right? Hey, Lee, but it's been a real struggle, hasn't it? It's been a real struggle to make that come to light. And you're there. You're bearing the fruits of your labor now, which is pretty amazing. So go with that, because it's ready to harvest. The next card, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Let's go to the 8 of Wands. This is going to be interesting spread, I think. Oh my God, I gotta get to the wands. I love this. Messages from the universe are coming down clearly and directly on you. The answers you are seeking are already there, all around you, showing you which way to take. Make your communication clear, direct, reach people you want. And with this card, not only, yes, I love the fact that information is coming down to you, blah, 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 but I think this is much more on the clear communication of, you're needing a clearer communication. You're needing to look at things in a much more clearer state of things, okay? And I think that's what this card's about. It's like things are happening in your life, but for you to be able to get what you want, for you to express your needs, you have to work with clear communication. You have got to clean up your thoughts, clean up the way you're saying it, and then speak it to make those things happen for yourself. The next card is the Temperance card. The Temperance card. And I always like that because I always look at Temperance as being patient. Very patient card. Water is a symbol of uncontrolled flowing, and you must follow the flow of events, but abandon your need for control and allow yourself to be surprised by the world around you. Stay within the flow. Again, patience, lots of patience. And with that, it's like, oh my gosh, you want to do everything, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes you have to sit back and say, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to allow things to flow to me. I'm going to allow to see what is out there. It's like making that picture you want to paint, but you don't know you're going to paint. So you get it all out there, you slap some colors, and then you look at it and you go, let's do this, 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 and this, and you're letting the flow of it happen. And that really is what that temperance card's about. So if you pick card number 3, it really is allowing the flow of things, being patient, let things just start to kind of come together. Card number 4 is the devil, and you need to indulge in deep inner contemplation to bring your shadows into the light. The temptation to run away from pain may be strong, but if you choose to get in touch with your emotions, you will be able to create peace between the light and the shadows. And I love this because this card is telling you, if you pick card number 4, it is time to go inward. It is time to go inward, okay? Why? Because this is where your answers are going to be. This is going to be where all that you need. So anybody that when I'm picking card number 4 and you were expecting me to say, this is what it's about, this is what you need to do, this card is telling you, you need to figure this out. But the answer's in here. And I'm going to say you probably already know what the answer is, but you just need to go a little bit deeper to figure out exactly what it is. Okay. Dropped card number 5. Card number 5 is 5 of Cups. Isn't that funny? 5 is 5 of Cups. And this card always reminds me of, oh my God, pray for it. Pray for me. Because it always makes me feel like we're walking away from something, like, 3 cups up, 2 down, half full, half empty, whatever it be. 5 of Cups is always one of those cards where you just go, oh my God, what is it? What am I looking at? Like, not everything is lost, but we might feel like it is. That's what 5 of Cups always reminds me of. But let me see if I'm totally wrong with how they kind of depict it. Okay. Emotional traumas need you to stop and reflect a while. You must leave the past and all its baggage behind you so as to cleanse your life and put back into the shape. Stay within your own confines and honor your own true needs. Yeah, I think we can kind of mix my thought and their thought all together with this. I really do, because it really is, because that's what the 5 of Cups is when you look at it. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you've got, I think, 3 cups standing up and 2 are over on the sides, and the person's kind of walking away, which really does go to that emotional trauma. What have I lost? What have I lost? What have I lost? And not realizing what you still have, and what you still have is what's important. Well, you have 2 cups that are empty. That means you can turn them right and fill them with new stuff. You can fill them with new stuff. So don't look at it as things as everything is lost. This is a time for you to create new, change things up, kind of go forward. Okay. Card number 1 was 8 of Pentacles. Card number 2 was 8 of Wands. Card number 3 was Temperance. Card number 4 was the Devil. And card number 5 is 5 of Cups. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I look at all these cards, it's like this is one heck of a week, but this is a week of creation. This is a week of making things happen. So what do you want? What do you want for your future? Where do you want to go? Well, you know what? Just as we were talking about earlier, you have to kind of come in here. You have to go inside and go, what is it I want to create? What is it do I want to do? I don't want to be who I used to be. I don't want things to be the way they used to be. I want something new, something on the table. And these cards are giving you a step by step how to do it. It is telling you, figure out what you want. Get clear on your communication. Push that out to the universe. Make those decisions. And boom. Realize that, you know what, no matter what happens, you're far off better than you were. Is it going to happen the right way the first time? Probably not. Probably not. These cards are not saying this is your week to make it a rock star moment. This is your week to say, let's get started. Let's start someplace. And this is where we're going to do it. We're probably going to get it off the first time. Why? Because those 2 cups are on their sides boiling over. But all is not lost. That's just giving you room to, part of it was right, part of it was not quite right. Time to refill, recreate, and kind of go forward. So hopefully that helps you guys. Okay. I hope you like this deck as much as I do. When I look at this deck, I do like it because it's easy to hold. It's literally easy to hold. It's easy to shuffle. I do like the imagery. It's quite soft. It's quite simple, although it's not stick figure, which I really like. I do like the fact that, because when I teach people to look at read cards, I want them to look at the imagery of cards. I don't want them to just look at the book. I want you to look at the imagery also. And what's that imagery mean to you? Because even though this card's about temperance, like I said, to me, temperance always means about patient, waiting, allowing things to happen, blah, blah, blah. You know what? You may get this off the image, but you might get something else off that too, which is, to me, I think imagery in cards is huge. And I think that people really need to know what they need to, when they make decks, I think imagery needs to be one of the biggest things they're looking at. What are they trying to express? And giving people options. So I like that. As always, immediately I am going to take pictures of this, send it into the magazine with the reading that I had, and allow them to put it up on the site, so you can still see the 5-card stud on the site if you want to refer to it all week long. With that being said, guys, this has been DeEtte here on School Through Spirit. I will see you all next week, Monday morning, and Monday morning will be 9 a.m., not 8 a.m., because we will adjust it to the time, and we will be feeling much better. So this is DeEtte. I'll see y'all soon. Have a great day. School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. Love you guys.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.